Right, hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt. In today's video we will be going over how to download Seasons 19, the mod, as it's finally out. So let's just get straight into it. So you want to go to farmingsimulator19mods.com, this website right here. Go to search, type and hit enter. So Seasons 19. Wait for it to load, and then you can read through all of these. It's really helpful. I'm on the last page. I think it's on the last page. No, it's not. Nah, I think it's on the second page. Yeah, right. That page right there. Season 19 mods for Farming Sim 19 with that picture. July 20th. There. Click on that. Then update July 24th. All that. And it should say like this. You want to go down to the bottom. Right down to the bottom of the page. And it should say download mod. Click on that. So once you have clicked on that, let it load. Take you to modfile.com, a really good website. And click none of these buttons, just step 1. Then click download file there. Free download. And it should take you to a page looking like this. And then read of that. Download file. Cross off any pages that come up. Press it again if it didn't do it. Then if you are like me, I should go to your website. Then cross that off, and there, if you're like me, it should come up on Chrome in the bottom left. FS19RM realism modding seasons.zip. Right, done. Now I want to go to show in folder. There. So it should be like that, and then you just drag that. I have my mods folder there. Moves there, and it's in your FS19 mod folder. If you don't know how to do that, however, go into Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 2019, Mods, and then there are your mods and RM Seasons. So then you play Farming Simulator 19 and it should come up. So let's boot up FS19. Right guys, now we have gotten the basics of how to download and install Seasons 19 out of the way. I'm going to be going over some of the really cool features coming with this year's mod, and hopefully everyone's looking forward to it, and yeah, you've seen how to download it, now see what's in it. So I'm going to be pretty much reading through some of the really helpful Farming Simulator 19 mods, like tutorials and stuff like that, on just the features of the mods. So I'm going to be reading through some of them, and there's a massive list here. So the new features. So the new growth system in Season 19 has received a revamp. No longer is every year the same, and neither is success. Look out for bad weather destroying your crops, whether it be frost or drought. Crop rotation plays a large role in keeping the fields full of nutrients and ensuring good yields, so plan ahead by using the crop rotation planner. So straight away, that is a ton of stuff. That just means, so with the crop rotation planner, it just adds another element into just the whole season's mod and into the game in total, really. So overall, crop rotation wasn't in 17, I don't think it was, for Seasons, but it's definitely coming to 19, and that was one of the features that realism was really interested in. So I'm really excited about seeing that in play. So improved weeds. So Farming Simulator 19 added weeds, everyone knows that, weeding and spraying. Seasons changes the default behaviour of weeds by growing them slowly in patches instead of across entire fields. I actually read about this a couple of weeks ago when Realism's Modding released the first few things about Seasons, and I read that and I was really excited about that, because the whole default of thing for FS19 is that it grows them in the entire field, so all at the same time. However, it's slowly in patches, means that rather than just you go to your field one day and there's a massive pile of weeds, you just go there and there's a little patch that's just slowly developing. And that's really good. A bit more information here. Weeds grow in patches only when the temperature is right. They sprout all over the place as small weeds and mature when it gets warm. Yeah, that's really cool. So a new temperature feature there. When it gets too cold, they will start to die on their own. We have implemented spraying, which is really cool. If you spray too early on, you do not get the weeds on the field until you harvest. So that's good. That's good. So that's a pretty cool feature. Really adds a lot of realism. So there's 3 new growth states apparently: planted, germinated, and germination failed. So germination happens every day as long as the soil temperature is high enough. In Season 17, entire fields of crops would die if they were planted in the wrong time of the year. In Season 19, the growth and germination system have been redesigned to be more like natural life. Dry spells and frost can damage parts of your field, so it's important to try and plant at the right time of the year and when the conditions look favourable in the weather forecast. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's possible for crops planted too late to germinate, but they will never mature. Check the seasons calendar and make sure you plant the crops at the correct time. That is very, very interesting. Crops have 3 maturity states: planted, young and mature. All crops have 3 resistance statings depending on their maturity state. A new help page has been added into the seasons menu to show the resistance ratings for each maturity state per plant. So that is another really cool feature. I am excited about that. And they've got a lot more on crop rotation here. Crop rotation is the practice of a different... if you don't want to know what it is, I'll just read this out now. Crop rotation is the practice of growing different crops in succession that are beneficial to each other. Successful forward planning and execution of your rotations will bring increased yields and reduce the need to fertilise. A yield effect of 120% of vanilla is possible by using the most beneficial rotation in crops. Crops are divided into crop categories and have dependencies that determine whether a preceding crop category is favourable, neutral or unfavourable for yield. Some crops are more suitable to grow several years in succession, while others require more variation. It's also possible to leave a field to rest and restore for a year. In the mod, this is, some more information there that you will see on the screen. Most common crop rotations should be possible to simulate, including the effects of double cropping. There's a new feature in the HUD here, so the UI. You will see the crop categories of the 2 previous planted crops. Together with the rotation planner, this will be an important tool for planning the next crop to plant. Wow, that's a lot to do with crop rotation. Then the rotation planner. The rotation planner is a new tool specifically made for players to plan their rotations ahead. You can hold 4 rotations, 1 per column, and they are saved even in multiplayer, so that means the mod works in multiplayer straight away, which is really, really good. I'm excited about that, so you can play it with friends. Right, so the weather, what everyone wants to know. Oh, actually, the snow's a bit further down, so that's good. The new sky and removal of the sky box system asks for a complete rewrite of the weather system with more details. If you do not know about that, Realism completely removed the skybox system and they made a new sky. So that's got new clouds, new wind speed, new wind direction, so much more details, variety, and just immerse you in the game. And I'm really looking forward to that, especially on HD graphics. That'll be cool. So, the new cloud system has been integrated with the weather system, which allows more events every day. So, for example, rain in the morning, cloudy in the afternoon, and thunder at night. These are all possible. I read that, like I said at the start of this bit, that I read that a couple of weeks ago, and it's completely changed from 17. It's like a completely different mod. Wind speed and direction is modelled. The wind speed is the key attribute to how quickly grass dries. Wow, that is good. The income from wind turbines are also dependent on wind speed, and very strong winds they will shut down. Wow. And a really good small feature here that just adds so much realism to the game. Visually, turbines will also follow the wind direction. So that's a kind of small feature, but it's a nice touch. Detailed forecast and uncertainty. The weather forecast is much more detailed. Not only does it feature minimum temperature and average temperature and maximum temperature, but also wind speed and probability of precipitation. Expected precipitation is also shown, so like whether it's snow, rain, etc. As drying of hay requires good weather, the suitability of the weather for drying grass is indicated in the forecast. More information on this feature in the below section on grass, which is just a little bit further down. On top of that, next 24 hours are detailed in 3-hour blocks of the weather forecast for even more frequent information. However, this is really cool. This is really, really cool. The forecast is not completely certain. The further away in the future, the more uncertain it is. Rain predicted in 5 days' time might not actually happen. The weather people don't know everything, so it's useful to check the forecast regularly. I read that, and that is really, really cool. I'm really impressed with that. Very realistic. So, snow. Some small changes to the season's mask, so it's just, I don't know how to explain that. we now fall back on this tip collision. So a lot of people were saying that it should change the mass, so they did. This has become possible with the new engine changes that came with FS19. This makes it possible to have high snow even on unprepared maps. And that is really cool. So even if a map that even if the map author hasn't like made it compatible with snow or seasons, it can still happen. So there can be high snow. Bale rotting still requires a fully prepared map with a special season mask. So that every spot is expected to cover for rotting also performs that function. So sometimes you might need a specific mask like a map, and I'm pretty sure most maps in the future will be compatible with seasons, so that'll be good. Placeables from the base game have received their own masking area so they fit better. Map makers likely need to do this as well to further improve their maps for snow. Wow. Animals. The animal system has received a complete overhaul with a new new complexities and more depth. The age, weight, and gender of each animal you own is simulated. Wow, that's cool. Food intake for each animal depends on their age and their weight. Weight gain also depends on their age and weight and what they are fed. Right, that's cool. To maximise weight gain, the best feed has to be provided. So you have to spend more money on the food, which is pretty cool. Cattle can produce either manure or slurry, liquid manure, but not both. What they produce depends on whether they have straw. This aligns better with how real farms are run, so another sense of realism there. Not using straw will cause a slight decrease in productivity, but slurry is much easier to handle and worth more to a farmer than manure. Care for health of the animals have become of utter importance. Keeping them overnight in the trailer will kill the animals due to lack of food, water, and movement. Wow, that's odd. Hens lay eggs. To get chicks, get a rooster. To get chicks, get a rooster. Yeah, yep. Ideal is 1 rooster per 8 hens. The chance of breeding decreases with less roosters if breeding no eggs. Right. Raising animals for meat production is now possible. Wow. As animals gain weight and age, their growth rate decreases while feed intake generally follows weight. The key to maximising profit is to find balance points between optimal weight and the age of the animals. Price per kilogram is higher for younger animals, and weight gain will slow down as the animal ages. Wow, so now you can sell animals and raise them for meat production. That is now possible with seasons. Wow, they had so much in season mod. It is such a great mod. And there is so much. I'm just going down. I'm going to have to cover a little bit of each one now, or else it's going to be a really long video. Right, breeds. Season 19 includes real-life animal breeds, and each breed had its purpose. Wow. For instance, cattle is now divided into 5 breeds, and these are all different. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So some are more expensive, some are better, and some other cool features there. Horses. So the horses have received a special treatment. They've been redesigned into a different type of gameplay. A livery stable, I think that's how you pronounce it. The gameplay tries to emulate a farm that provides housing and basic care of a horse for its owner. A horse can be brought into the farm in exchange for no money. It has to be fed, cleaned, and ridden every day. So that means you can get a horse, but for like nothing. But you do have to feed it, clean it, and ride it every day. Depending on how much care it gets, an income is provided every day. Some breeds require more riding to earn the same amount of money as other breeds. Horses also provide more money when they are very fit. Wow, that's cool. Grazing. The grazing mod from FS17 has been integrated directly into Seasons 19. Animals in pens that have grass will consume the grass as a replacement for the grass in the trough. Be careful, as grass in the open pen can be completely eaten already. This depends on the size of the pen, the amount of animals, and the time of year. Water pumps. The animals require a lot of attention, daily feeding, daily watering, maybe even daily riding. The water requirements of the animals have been corrected to more realism. To make it easier for players to have water in the troughs, a new water pump has been placed near the animal pen. It will automatically keep the level of water in the troughs at a minimum of 15%. The water cost is subtracted from your crowns. So that you don't have to fill it up now. That's pretty cool. Grass handling. I'm not going to read some of that. That's pointless. Well, not pointless. I'm not really interested in that. Improved visuals and audio. Season 19 has received a new system for tree visuals, custom shaders. Together with Giant Software, the team has created a new shaders, and special custom textures specific to Season 19. The trees gradually change their looks instead of the sudden colour switch in FS17. The leaves grow in spring until fully grown in summer, after which they will brown for autumn. The colour of the tree depends on the time of year, the tree, and on the weather. Wow, so plenty of factors there. The lighting of seasons has been rewritten to fully fit the new lighting system of FS19. It removes the moon in favour of darker nights and improves the dawn and dusk lighting. The amount of daylight depends on the time of year and the location of the GEO. Wow, that's cool. The new weather system fully integrates with the new cloud system. A varying amount of clouds are shown throughout the day with more wind direction. With these changes, the weather during the night can be truly dramatic and beautiful. Wow. On top of the cloud system, Season 19 adds a new weather event, storms. A storm would produce thunder and an occasional lightning effect that will light up your fields. Wow, pretty interesting there. And last but not least, we have Seasons replaces the wind and rain sounds of the base game with a new system. This ties in tightly with the visuals. It is possible to hear how fast the wind is blowing or how heavy it rains or hails. A large set of sounds is being mixed in real time to create the desired effects both inside and outside of the vehicles. Wow, very cool. A new set of flags was added to the map sound system to allow for quieter birds in the winter. Adjustment, vehicle maintenance, and the repair. The Season17 repair system has been replaced by the standard one from FS19, but new algorithms have been added to calculate sell and repair prices. Also, the scratches, visible wear, has been separated from the vehicle repair. To improve your performance of your vehicle repair, let's forget that bit. To make the vehicle nice and shiny again, you will need to repaint the vehicle. This is costly depending on the size and complexity of your machine. Right, so list of confirmed features. Snow sticks to tyres confirmed. Snow mass for in-game maps. Yeah, like I went over, 2 harvests in 1 season is possible. Needs a GEO. A detailed user's manual will be available. Birth rates is likely to change since Season 17. Weeds are changed from vanilla game. New lighting is visible with visible sun rising and sets. Crop rotation is not featured in Seasons. That is denied, actually. So yeah, it is a feature. I'll just not read that out. Maintenance is splitted into repair and repaint, and the repair time is set to be 30-hour use, but with more tweaks. Hay and straw heaps will not rot if stored under a roof. Grass swaths will not rot overnight either, or as earlier. Change the weather forecast would vary a lot more than in vanilla game. Seasons will be launched within 2 weeks. Then the manager of FS19 mods, or who wrote this, put I wish. New tree shader. Yep, that's confirmed. Crop rotation is now a feature and it will affect yield. Animals will graze in animal pens and affect the amount of food needed. Yep, confirmed again. And yeah. So if you do want to go and support the Realisms modding website, you can go. There's a donate link here. I don't think it's on this site, but pretty cool. So that has been the video. If this tutorial did help you, make sure you do drop a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And make sure you comment your opinions on Season 19 as well. And that's it from me. Hope everyone has a lovely day. Enjoy the mod. I'll be making more videos on it. I love it. Yeah. Have a lovely day. Bye.